Good morning, besties. You're looking lovely today. I burned myself making dinner last night. Look at that. My soup got me. It looks like vampire bites. Vampire! That butternut squash soup didn't want to be butternut squash soup. Maybe it wanted to be like roasted butternut squash because it didn't attack me until I made it into soup. A little rude if you ask me. So lately I've been noticing a trend in my house. Every morning it's getting harder and harder to wake up. Uh, and I did some Googling and was like, what to do to help myself from struggling to wake up. And it said the usual, like, if you're not going to bed on time, do the same routine every night. And I'm like, bro, who can do that? First off, I do have mostly the same routine every night. However, I also have a little bit of insomnia. And so lay down at the exact same time almost every single night. And by almost, I mean like within the 30-minute branch of each other. And then the falling asleep part, that's the really hard part. And then the staying asleep part, that's the really hard part. Then it was all like, um, you know, make sure that you're getting sunlight in the morning. And I was like, bro, I live in Maine. It's like dark outside in the morning. Like you can see that little blue light through the edge there. It's like 7 in the morning right now almost, and the sun isn't even. She's like peaking. And then it was like, oh, you can get like an alarm clock that's got like daylight out, like it simulates daylight. I kind of like the idea of that. However, I don't like the idea of spending any money. I'm gonna be so real with you. Money is not my friend right now. I mean, it is. I love money. Money comes to me. I am very prosperous. Uh, I also make just enough to survive. I live in a pretty rural town and I work a 7 to 4:30 job. And then I have 3 kids. So finding something that's another job is, I don't know when I would work. Like, do I not sleep so that I can work? Do I not see my kids so that I can work a second job? And then, am I still even going to be able to make it, or am I just going to be struggling still? And people want to volunteer my middle daughter, because my oldest is in college. So then people want to volunteer my middle daughter to get a job so that she can help pay bills. And I'm like, no, I'm not going to do that to my kid. My mom did that to both my sister and I, where she took our money, and my sister never recovered from it. My sister very much so loathed our mom for that. I, however, loathed my mom for the abuse. A little bit different, but we apparently remember things very differently, my sibling and I. And if my middle daughter were to get a job, she is my helper when it comes to my youngest kid. She is the person who is home when my youngest kid gets home from school and is able to help with childcare. So then we add that into the mix. So it's a lot. I'm not getting views on my TikToks anymore and haven't been for a little while now. I'm not sure what happened. I went from having almost 1,000 views on all of my TikToks and sometimes 1,000 views to like 150, 200 views. So I don't know exactly what I did to get myself in TikTok jail. And this started before I started posting on YouTube. So I'm not sure. Like that's actually part of the reason I started posting on YouTube was because my TikTok isn't getting the views that it used to get. The algorithm has changed, and that's okay. It happens. You can't rely on stuff like that. I've never relied on the income from my TikTok. I've gotten anywhere from $40 to $100 a month on TikTok, and honestly, that $100, like that is game changing. Get told by people on here, I look for you specifically so I can watch your TikToks. You really changed my life. You have an effect on mine. in my kid's life, and I appreciate you for that. I also appreciate that you're here to hear me and to listen. That means an incredible amount to me. I don't have very many people in my life that I can call close friends. I don't have very many people in my life that I like share with, which is kind of funny since I'm so open online. You would think that like I have people that I'm close with that I'm open with, but I'm not. And I haven't been doing the best job responding to comments lately since my views are so down. And I think that I need to fix that. So I'm sorry. If you are a follower of mine and you've commented and I haven't responded, I apologize. That's very rude of me. Last night I went through and I started seeing so many comments that I've missed. I don't even know how. I just didn't get notifications for them. But I'm trying to respond. Hey kiddos, can we refrain from calling each other bitches today? Can we refrain from calling each other bitches this morning?
I didn't call Julian a bitch. They called me a bitch after I took away their blanket and told them to get up. They said, bitch, under their breath. And I was like, well, homie, you just swore at me. And they go, no, oh, and then pretended to be back asleep. And I'm like, dude, bro, what the what? And then Julian's like, you call me a bitch all the time? I'm like, I do not. They're like, yes, you do. I said, no, I don't. I don't call you a bitch like ever. And they go, literally yesterday you called me the B word. And I was like, but what? And then you were like, hey, so can we refrain from calling each other bitches? And I was like,
Hey, Megs.
hey, so.
Hey, Megs.
Yeah.
I know I heard it all.
I could kill for some potato chips right now.
We don't have any potato chips right now. Go downstairs and walk the dogs, please. Thank you.
0 degrees outside right now. 0.
Mm-hmm.
No degrees.
Put on a coat. Love you. I love being a mother. 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 The kids have been getting along really well lately. They really enjoy each other's presence. They look forward to the morning time, spending time together. They don't ever call each other names, and they're just so loving and kind to each other. I'm so fortunate in that. No, but in all seriousness, I think they get along pretty well, other than the occasional calling each other a bitch because they ripped blankets off of each other to wake each other up. And, I mean, they weren't really asleep, they just laid back down. And we've had discussions about not yanking blankets off of each other before. Clearly, those discussions, just, sometimes they get forgotten, and I think today is a day where that conversation has been forgotten, so we'll have a conversation again on the car ride in about how we don't yank blankets off each other while we're on our way to school. Because we don't do that. That's, it's not very nice. Anyways, so here's the fit. I feel like it's a little bit of a mess. I didn't put much effort into this outfit. I have my shark shirt on. I love him. What purse I'm gonna wear? Nobody knows. Got my gingerbread sweater because Christmas time's coming. And my bee earrings. Does any of it go together? No, not at all. Which means I'm gonna wear like the most random purse. I think my crab purse. Ooh, yeah, my crab purse. Anyways, I hope you have a beautiful day. And I look forward to hearing from you. Let's not forget eyeballs. Anyways, have a great one.